You're watching WBRE. Now at 5.
Passengers on this bus narrowly escaped disaster this morning when a tire flew at the driver. We are live with the latest on the investigation.
And
it is the talk of this town, the possibility that between 400 and 600 new jobs could be moving into this area. I'm Andy Mahalshin. That story coming up on Eyewitness News.
Plus,
any event that gets these kiddos out of their room is amazing.
A sprinkle of joy for kids at a local children's hospital. How a simple event is the perfect treat for patients.
Proudly covering all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania, this is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Nick Toma.
And I'm Candace Kelly. A scary crash on Interstate 380 this morning after two wheels came off a garbage truck and hit a bus. The crash shut down one side of the road at the end of the morning commute.
Yeah, Christina Shalhoop is live for us in Dunmore tonight and has the details. Christina, you say that that situation could have been a lot worse, huh?
Nick, that is absolutely the case. Now, I'm outside of the State Police Barracks in Dunmore right now. They're investigating the situation. But from what they've said, as well as passenger accounts, it was the driver and her quick thinking that kept all of those passengers out of harm's way.
Well, we've got a little snow on the way, it looks like. Time for our first weather check. Chief Meteorologist Josh Jodell has details on the rooftop. Hi, Josh.
Hello, Nick. It's sunny on this roof right now. I'm loving it, although it is a little on the cold side, but I can handle that. It's a manageable cold. Let me show you our radar here, and we'll take you out to where that snow is. It's getting into Pennsylvania. All right, most of it is still in Michigan, Ohio, even a little bit of rain farther south. However, by the time it gets here for us, I think it is all light snow. This evening, we're in pretty good shape. It's in the 20s, 11 o'clock. We're still pretty good. But tomorrow morning, we will start to see some light snow move in, and it will be in the mid-20s. Track the snow with us. You'll want to use interactive radar. You're going to find it right there on your Eyewitness Weather app. Download it, get it on your phone. We'll time tomorrow out for you as far as when the snow starts and stops, and we'll share the snow map. Nick, I'll see you downstairs.
Okay, we'll see you in a few.
Parts of the Midwest are covered with heavy snow that forced flight cancellations and school closings in several states. But it's what's coming behind it that's causing the most concern. A future without AIDS? Doctors say we're getting closer. Next up in our Health Beat, the amazing advances in HIV treatment and the new pill that could be a game changer.
And the Postal Service, guess what? They raised the rates yet again. How much it's going to cost you to mail a letter.
You're watching Eyewitness News on WBRE with Candace Kelly, Nick Toma, Chief Meteorologist Josh Hodell, and Sports Director AJ Donatoni, plus Andy Mahalchek and the Eyewitness News I-Team. Rooftop Weather is brought to you by Anzalone Law Offices. Nursing home claims, call Anzalone Law. Is Eyewitness News at 5.
2018 was a big year in the fight against HIV. Two Florida doctors who treat the virus say we've come a long way in prevention and treatment, but we still have some work to do. Hallie Pilot has more in this evening's Health Beat.
If you ask Medical Director of Can Community Health, Dr. Vilma Vega, what she thinks was the biggest influence last year on HIV treatment,
clearly it's the fact of universal testing.
If you're stocked up on those Forever stamps, you got a good reason to smile today. In this evening's Consumer Report, the cost of a Forever stamp has just gone up. First-class stamps have increased from 50 to 55 cents. That is the biggest increase ever.
Getting ready to hit the slopes to raise awareness. Still to come on Eyewitness News, where you can strap on a snowboard or skis and learn more about breast cancer.
And the sun reflecting off the water in Tunkhannock Creek in Nicholson, Wyoming County today. That's going to change pretty soon. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Odell lets us know how much snow we can expect in the Eyewitness Weather forecast.
The 7-day forecast is brought to you by the Foley Law Firm for vehicle injury victims.
Sunbury and all of Northumberland County, thanks for watching Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News is brought to you by Dixon City Hyundai, where every day's a sale day. Eyewitness Weather Forecast.
Good evening. Hope you had yourself a really nice Monday afternoon, especially with all of this sun. But things are going to change. That change gets started tomorrow morning. Let me show you our live camera in Tunkhannock tonight. A little bit of fresh snow on the ground. Otherwise, it's just cold here at the high school, and we're expecting some snow to move in tomorrow morning. It starts as light snow, And I think it stays light snow for a better part of the day. More on that in just a second. 28 in Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, 23 Mount Pocono, 28 Selinsgrove, and 26 in Williamsport. Our radar is fairly quiet. Not a lot going on, and I don't expect that to change anytime over the next couple of hours. But there's the snow, there's some rain. Even though there's a little bit of a mix now, by the time it gets here, I think it's all snow for us. So nothing is in store for us over the next several hours, but by tomorrow morning, we'll begin to see pockets of light snow move in. Most of this snow will develop between about 4 and 8 o'clock. Again, it's kind of scattered, it's kind of light, but it will be getting itself started. Through the afternoon hours, this is when some of the snow across portions of eastern Pennsylvania could become a little bit on the heavier side. And then it wraps itself up later tomorrow evening, and I think by 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow night, most, if not all of it, is done. So we expect most of this light snow to start tomorrow morning between about 4 and 8 o'clock. Gets a little bit heavier in the afternoon, and then it comes to an end tomorrow evening. By the time all is said and done, this is what we're forecasting. 2 to 4 inches through portions of central Pennsylvania, but there may be some hilltops in Wyoming and Sullivan counties. They get a little bit more, and then you can see some of the hilltops through parts of the Poconos and Endless Mountains also coming in with about 4 to 6 inches. This is what we're forecasting by late Tuesday night and first thing Wednesday morning. Here is your eyewitness weather forecast tonight. Increasing clouds, light snow developing towards morning, lows between about 20 and 25. Tomorrow across the northern tier, we think highs 30, 32-ish, Storuca, Carbondale, and Rome. Periods of snow through the day. Pocono Mountains, how about 32 in Honesdale, 30 Moscow, 34 in Stroudsburg. And we'll be dealing with that light snow. Again, it does get a little bit heavier by the afternoon hours here. Same in the southern tier, Tamaqua, Pottsville, and Tremont. Mid-30s tomorrow. Light snow becoming a little bit more heavy by, let's say, the mid to late afternoon hours. Central Pennsylvania, light snow tomorrow. 34 in Lewisburg and Williamsport. And our Valley City, Scranton, Taylor, Old Forge, Pittston, and Wilkes-Barre. Highs right around that freezing mark with periods of light snow tomorrow. And then once the snow wraps up, well, we kind of go over to just some brutal cold. Temperatures basically in the teens all day on Wednesday, and maybe a snow shower. And it's windy. And then on Thursday, it's just cold. I mean, it's below 0 in the morning. But the thing about this shot of cold air is that it doesn't look like it's going to last. We should start to warm up over the weekend. Make sure you download the Eyewitness Weather app. This way, when winter weather alerts are issued, you can get them on your cell phone.
Right, exactly. Josh, thanks. Here's a look at some of the stories we're working on for Eyewitness News at 5:30. The job market might be expanding in one part of our region. We're going to take a look at where hundreds of new jobs may soon be created.
Plus, time to make the donuts, giving children at Janet Weiss the opportunity to try their hand at pastry decorating.
Here's what's on WBRE later tonight. Sponsored by the Pisantian Law Firm. Call Star the best. Call the Pisantian Law Firm.
The longest government shutdown in history. Do you feel like pawns in all this?
Oh, yeah. It made me want to obey the law and be a better person.
Like declaring a national dysfunction here in Washington.
Start your big game day with the cutest kickoff ever. We'll introduce you to some tiny players looking for a team to call home. Find out how you can get one when you watch the Blaze Alexander Subaru Puppy Bowl this Sunday morning starting at 7 on WBRE. PA Live, weekday afternoons at 4, only on WBRE. Here's what's on WBRE later tonight. Sponsored by the Pisantian Law Firm. Call Star the best. Call the Pisantian Law Firm. The Law and You is brought to you by Fellerman and Saramboli, where results matter.
Use them some other time.
In today's edition of The Law and You, we are joined by the area's premier attorneys. We have Greg Fellerman with us and Harry McGrath. Great to see you both.
Great to see you. Good to be here.
Now, you guys get viewer questions from people watching, people in the area. You can take them on social media everywhere.
Yep. Facebook, Instagram, we're available. We get a lot of calls. We get them from all over, too. Scranton, Bloomsburg, Columbia
whole
County.
region.
Oh my God, yeah, this is it's unbelievable. We get them from everywhere. So keep them coming. We like them.
So let's see which one we got
All
today.
right, what do we got today?
All right, this one's from John in Scranton. John is saying, are there any updates on the clergy abuse cases?
Yes.
Yeah, people are always wondering, what's the update on this?
Yeah. I mean, the short answer is yes. You know, the Pennsylvania State Legislature, the new group of people was just sworn in this month. It's still very much a hot button issue in Harrisburg. You know, our office is handling a number of these cases. We haven't made any definitive moves yet because we're trying to determine whether it's going to be to the benefit of our clients to potentially make a claim into one of the funds that are being established or to file a case in the civil court system, which historically we always prefer to do, but this is, you know, uncharted territory here, so we're monitoring it very closely, and we think in the coming months there's going to be a lot of big stuff, which Greg can elaborate on.
I agree. So what we've seen recently out of Philadelphia, there was a letter issued by the diocese talking about a compensation fund that they have, and there are some deadlines, so anybody in those cases, I believe there's a June 30th and September 30th deadline for those, and I'm expecting that the local diocese throughout, the remaining dioceses throughout the state would take some similar action in March, April of this year. So I think it's important to stay tuned. That it's a really evolving, emerging area of the law. There's a lot of people that have been harmed, and I think everybody wants to figure this out, but there are a lot of legal issues. So we will be doing updates.
Yes.
We'll be doing on Facebook, different things. We'll do them here. Hopefully maybe do them on PA Live, even bring some people in. So there's going to be a lot to come, and we'll gladly provide the information. Anybody has questions, give us a call.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for that update, guys. Give them a call or find them online. And don't forget, results always matters with these attorneys. You can submit your questions at pahomepage.com or give the hotline a buzz.
This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Welcome back. When you hit the slopes, you're generally not thinking about breast cancer prevention.
No, but Camelback Mountain is using its ski resort as a background to teach people about the disease.
Stick around. Eyewitness News 5:30 starts right after the break.
Coming this February, your favorite Jeopardy champions return to compete as teams for $1 million.
The Jeopardy All-Star Game.
Tonight at 7:30 on WBRE. You need eyewitness weather. Alerts based on your current location. Forecasts whenever you need it. Trust the certified, most accurate eyewitness weather. Proudly covering all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania, this is Eyewitness News at 5:30.
If you're just joining us tonight, here's a look at some of our top stories. A scary crash on Interstate 380 this morning after two wheels came off a garbage truck and hit a Greyhound bus carrying about 40 passengers. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
State troopers say at least 7 homes have been broken into within the last week or so in southern Luzerne County. It happened in the villages of Millinsville and Latimer. That's near Hazleton. All the burglaries have taken place in the early morning hours.
And light snow expected to start to fall early tomorrow morning, and for many areas, it could last throughout the day. If you want to see more of our top stories, go to pahomepage.com.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you again for joining us. I'm Candace Kelly.
And I'm Nick Toma. Well, as many as 400 to 600 new jobs could soon be coming to the city of Hazleton. That's the word from Mayor Jeff Cassat.
A developer is looking at a site in the city's south side, and the I-Team's Andy Mahalchik is in the Wilkes-Barre newsroom with the latest on the project for us. Andy?
Well, Candace, this project is so top secret, the mayor tells me he admits even he does not know the name of the company that may locate in the city. He is working with a developer who is working with that company. But word of that possible new jobs has people in the Mountain City talking.
When we return, Chief Meteorologist Josh Hodel has your eyewitness weather forecast.
And turning those frowns upside down, coming up, how a handmade doll is helping families communicate.
You're watching Eyewitness News on WBRE with Candace Kelly, Nick Toma, Chief Meteorologist Josh Hodel, and Sports Director AJ Donatoni, plus Andy Mahalchik and the Eyewitness News I-Team.
There may be a chill in the air, but not in here.
This is fun, isn't it?
Leave winter behind all this week on Wheel.
Tonight at 7 on WBRE.
You want to feel connected, informed, included on every screen in your life. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text Washington. Tell them local stations matter.
Rooftop weather is brought to you by Anzalone Law Offices. Child abuse claims, call Anzalone Law.
Veterans Views with Judge Tom Munley, continuing our discussion from yesterday on homeless vets, and talking about some of the hope and promise that we're going to see over the next few years with these programs. But it's interesting, you said that certain wars have more homeless veterans from those wars.
That's a good point. 50% of the homeless veterans in this country, and there's 50,000 vets are homeless now, are Vietnam-era veterans. 50%, so 25,000 Vietnam-era veterans, either they served in Vietnam or they served during the Vietnam War, are living out in the streets. 25,000 people. Hard to believe.
That's a staggering amount, and I know that was, that's particularly close to, your heart and your causes, right?
Yes, because I spend all my free time, Nick, trying to help veterans, especially Vietnam veterans. I served in the Vietnam Wars, but unfortunately, why does it happen? We said this before, post-traumatic stress disorder. Loss of jobs. People are losing, a lot of veterans are losing their jobs. They can't keep their jobs. So drug problems. Right. So as long as we're doing this show, Nick, we're going to try to keep the good work up to help these veterans.
And if you are watching and you have a business in northeastern central Pennsylvania, do your best to hire a few of these terrific men and women, and that'll at least help start closing the gap, right?
That's a great statement. Yeah. I love that statement. Listen to what he said. We're going to have improvement. At least in this area, we're getting a lot of, from this show, Nick, we're getting a lot of help for veterans.
Judge, thanks, and that'll do it for this edition of Veterans Views. See you back here next time.
If you have a question or comment for Veterans Views, call us at 570-706-7418 or find us online in the Eyewitness News section of PAHomepage.com. Your Eyewitness weather forecast.
Good evening. Hope you had yourself a really nice Monday afternoon. Seasonably chilly, nice with the sunshine, right? But this is not going to last. We get some snow to come in here tomorrow, and then the brutal cold will follow after that. So first up, let's talk about the snow. Here's the radar tonight. It's getting closer, but it's going to be a little bit before it gets here. Nothing this evening. Snow ends Tuesday evening and Tuesday night. And then really, do we want to talk about Wednesday and Thursday? Probably not. Take a look at it, see how cold it's going to be. It will be windy, so it's going to make it feel worse.
Eyewitness News returns right after the break.
But first, let's check out this afternoon's winning lottery numbers.
The 7-day forecast is brought to you by the Foley Law Firm for vehicle injury victims. Download the Eyewitness Weather app, available in the App Store and Google Play. Eyewitness News is brought to you by the personal injury law firm of O'Malley, Harris, Durkin, and Perry. Is Eyewitness News at 5:30.
A Virginia woman is making it a little bit easier to talk about feelings, and she's helping families all over the world.
It all started when she came up with a creative way to help her child deal with sadness. Sarah Bloom has more. Let the hype begin. Our coverage of the big game in Atlanta begins tonight.
And the Pittsburgh Penguins shaking up their roster as the second half of the season begins. AJ Donatoni joins us with sports next.
Shot by Alexei. Longest government shutdown in history. Do you feel like pawns in all this?
Oh, yeah. It made me want to obey the law and be a better person.
Like President declaring a crisis of dysfunction here in Washington.
Eyewitness News is brought to you by Grotto Pizza's Monday Special. $5.99 for a regular pizza with one topping. You're watching WBRE. Now, Eyewitness Sports.
Love that intro. Well, it's finally here. Super Bowl 53 week. The New England Patriots and Los Angeles Rams are in Atlanta, Georgia for the big game, and so is our team, covering every angle of the game for Eyewitness News. We're kicking off our coverage this week with a look at the state-of-the-art venue for this year's Super Bowl. Here's Andrew Martin with more.
All eyes will be on Mercedes-Benz Stadium on Sunday, the site of Super Bowl 53.
Still to come on Eyewitness Sports, we've got more big game coverage from Atlanta. We'll head back down to Georgia and hear from Andrew Martin once again on Eyewitness News at 6, which starts right now.